Okay, this is Shelby with Crafty Love Story, and this video is going to demonstrate how we do the single crochet row around the coasters that we've made, and then how I'm going to finish it with an invisible finish. So if you'd like to know more about this project, you can visit the link that I have in the description box below to my website that has a tutorial for the whole entire project, as well as a bunch of tips and a list of supplies and a link to templates that I made for this specific project. So check that out. Okay, I've got a C-hook embroidery floss that is the same embroidery floss I used for the blanket stitch, and I'm going to start in this spot where we began and ended in the blanket stitch, and I'm just going to pull up a loop and then pull a loop through, chain on that first stitch. Okay, the next thing is pretty simple. You're going to single crochet 2 times in each space all the way around. So you insert your hook, pull up the thread, and then pull up. So insert, pull up, yarn over, pull through. Twice. Oops, you got to get all the way under that blanket stitch thread there. And you want to do that twice in each spot. And as you go, when you stop, oh, I'm getting tangled. There we go. When you stop to take a look at it, after you do several, you'll see what it's going to look almost like a little braid. There'll be a bunch of V stitches in the single crochet, and that is what, let's see if you can see it in the video here, that's what is going to be the decorative element of the edge. So I'm going to continue this all the way around, and then we'll come back to do the invisible finish. Okay, so I just did the 2 single crochet stitches in the last blanket stitch, and now the next stitch is back to the beginning where the knot is. So in that same knotted stitch where you began the row, I'm going to do 2 more single crochets. Okay, then you can see you've got this here, the tail from the beginning, and then you have the last stitch here. So what I'm going to do is get my little scissors, and I'm going to cut a longer tail on this side. Then I'm going to take my hook and I'm going to pull that last one through like that. You can pull it a little tight there. Okay, and then you need your needle again, and you're going to thread the longer tail onto your needle. And here we go. Okay, now you're going to take this needle and you're going to come to the last, or not the last, the first single crochet stitch in your round, in your circle. And you're going to take the needle and you're going to go under both loops. So, oh, I'm not in the middle, there we go. Both loops there, like that. And you're going to pull it through. And then you're going to bring the thread back to the front. And you're going to go to the last stitch you just did and only put it through the back loop. So don't put it through the front, just the back, like that. And then, if you look, it makes a nice edge there, so it's hard to tell where you began, where you ended. Then I turn it over, and I've got the threads out here. And I'm going to double knot that. And you don't want to do it too tight because you don't want to pull your loop from the front and make it, you know, look kind of out of whack. So look at the front there, make sure you're not pulling it too tight. Okay, but you want the knot itself to be tight. Then I take the fray lock again, and I can take this needle off now, and I add the fray lock to that knot. You want to do this because it's not fun when you do all this nice little detailed work and then it just falls apart. So the fray lock is very helpful to keeping it tight, to keeping your knot tight. Okay, then just trim the ends off. Make sure I trimmed them enough. I might be able to trim that a little more. All right, and then there you are. And I love the single crochet that it makes a little lip on the coaster. There it is. Thank you. I'll see you next time. Happy creating.